Good evening, guys, and welcome to another Facebook Live 2018 World Cup review show. My name is Christopher Scott. I'm just going to add some more persons to the live to talk about what happened today. So we saw the likes of Japan going against Poland and Senegal going against Colombia. That was the earlier matches. And then we had the Group G clash. We had Panama versus Tunisia and England versus Belgium. Now I'm going to give you the results of that and then give you the teams that have come out of each group. So from Group A to Group H. So as I said, I'm just going to invite some more persons to the live and then we can get cracking in this 2018 World Cup review show. So how are you guys today? How are you guys feeling? Sorry that there would not be any World Cup review show tomorrow because there are no matches tomorrow, but don't worry, Saturday will be the beginning of the knockout stages, and that is the round of 16, because as we know, today were the final group stage matches of the 2018 World Cup being held in Russia. So as I said, Japan faced Poland today and Senegal faced off against the South Americans, Colombia. That happened at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then in the afternoon at 1 p.m. we saw Panama facing Tunisia, and then England, they faced off against Belgium. England and Belgium faced off to see who would top the group and who would come second. The winner would face second place of Group H, and then second place of Group G would face first place of Group H. So very simple, very straightforward. Dexter noticing that somebody's at the door, but very straightforward, and the format cannot be confusing. So let's get right into it. So the first match was Japan versus Poland. Japan was on 4 points heading into this match, and they were looking to grab a crucial win against the European side. Sad to say that was not to be, and Poland, through Jan Bednarek, he sealed the win for the Polish team, and they went home at least with 3 points to the good. So they were in fact in trouble, but the Samurai Blues, they were saved by a bullet header by Yeremina, who plays for the Catalans, Barcelona, and also there's a rumor that he's looking to go on from there. So a little bit of news before I get more into the World Cup review show. Paul George, who plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder, has opted out of his contract. Yes, he's opted out of his contract. So he would be guaranteed, if they take up a new contract, over $30 million. So will he take it? I don't know, but we'll find out. Let's get back into the 2018 World Cup review in Russia. So because England, they went home with a 1-0 defeat to Belgium. So Belgium, threw a beautiful strike by Adnan Januzaj in the second half, they went with a crucial 1-0 defeat. So they end up second in Group G, and Belgium took first place on all 9 points. 3 matches played, 3 victories for Belgium, the Red Devils. 3 matches played, 2 victories and a defeat for the 3 Lions, England. So as it stands, Belgium, they will face off against Japan. Japan coming out second in Group H. They face off against Belgium, and then England, they will face off against the South American side, Colombia. So I will name you the persons that have come out of their group. So starting with Group A, Russia came out second, and the South American team, Uruguay, ended up first in their group. No, this is the first of 3 South American teams that have topped their group. I will name the 2 down the line. Group B, that came out of the group, Spain and Portugal. So Portugal fighting and scratching and clawing. They almost didn't make it. Iran could have made it into the round of 16, but Portugal held on and they came out second of the group. Then in Group C, we saw the likes of France and Denmark ending out of the group. So Denmark with a crucial 0-0 draw with France, the first and only draw of the group stages of the 2018 World Cup. Denmark and France, they go through. Group D, that comprises of Argentina and Croatia. Croatia getting 9 points from 9, the maximum, 3 wins and 3 matches played. And Argentina coming up with a crucial 2-1 win over Nigeria that sent them to the round of 16. And then Group E, we saw the likes of Brazil. They came out as top of the group. That is the second South American team to come out top of their group. And then we had Switzerland. So Switzerland, a crucial win for them that saw them through to the round of 16. And then Group F. Group F. That was a sight to see. So Group F, Mexico came out of that group as well as Sweden. So Mexico, El Tri, came out of that group. Sweden, of all people, came out of that group. And sad to say, I have to mention again that Germany was last in that group. Came out with 3 points after a 2-0 defeat to South Korea. So South Korea ended up third, but the most important point is that Sweden and Mexico El Tri came out of Group F. And then Group G and Group H were decided today, and that is England came out second, Belgium topped the group for Group G, and then Group H, we see Colombia and Japan ending out of that group. Japan coming second, and then Colombia with a crucial 1-0 victory over Senegal. A bullet header by Yerry Mina sealed the top spot for Colombia. So as it stands, Uruguay will face Portugal and Russia will face Spain. That is Group A. And Group B, France will face Argentina, and then Croatia, they will face Denmark. That is Group C. And Group D, Brazil, they will face off against Mexico, and then Switzerland, they will face off against Sweden. That is Group E and Group F. And then Group G and Group H, we see Belgium, they will take on the Samurai Blues, Japan. And then we see the likes of England taking on top of Group H, and that is Colombia. A match to see, a match to hold, round of 16. But it will start off with France against Argentina at 9 o'clock, round of 16 on Saturday, June the 30th. That will start the round of 16, and that is where all the marbles will be left on the table, all the cards will be played, and whoever loses drops out. This is no draw. There are no draw, and you can't afford a loss, because if you lose, you drop out. And if it draws in extra time or in 90 minutes, heading into extra time, and then after that will be penalties to decide who wins. So no little boy thing, no money cup thing, no schoolboy football mistakes. You have to play to win. Round of 16. So what do you guys think of the group stages of the World Cup? Give me your reviews on what you thought. So Germany going home, I thought that was the shock of the tournament. I thought really and truly they were going to top their group and ultimately go to the finals against Brazil, but not to be. It's the curse of the champions, because this is not the first, not the second, not even the third. This is the 4th time out of 5 World Cup tournaments consecutively where a winner from 4 years ago, they lost in the group stages. I'll give you the history. 1998, France defeated Brazil in the finals to clinch the World Cup. And then 2002, they dropped out of the group stages. 2006, we saw Italy grabbing the brass ring. They won the trophy, and then in 2010, they went out in the group stages. Spain, an incredible run by them, a goal in the extra time, a golden goal there by Andres Iniesta. He sealed the win for Spain in 2010. Then 2014, we saw the horrible showing from the champions, the defending champions, including a 5-1 thrashing of Dutch. So they went out in the group stages. Then 2014, Germany lifted the trophy. Mineshaft, lift the trophy in 2014, an impressive run. Many thought that they would have won the competition. They did, and then they crashed out of the group stages this year. So not the first, not the second, not the third, but the fourth time out of 5 consecutive World Cup tournaments, the winners 4 years ago went out in the group stages. This is good, Chris. Thanks for the review. No problem, David. I know that's my Bethel friend, David Mitchell. Big up yourself. Winsome Harris is on the live. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to add some more persons to the live. Winsome, what's your take on My Mother Dearest? What's your take on Germany coming out in the group stage? Do you think it was a travesty? Do you think it was a surprise? I mean, a lot of persons thought it was a surprise. Do you think it's a surprise? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Give me your comments. Give me your reviews, guys. I want to hear from you and what you think. So, the first group stages, we saw a surprise from also Russia. And the reason why I said Russia was a surprise, Russia in the European qualifying came third, which meant that they would have not qualified if they weren't the host nation. They would not have qualified if they weren't the host nation. And can you believe that they've scored the most goals out of a span of 2 matches than any other team? More than Brazil, more than Germany, more than Uruguay, more than Spain, more than Portugal, more than Belgium, more than England, most out of any team. Most out of any team. And I congratulate the Russians for taking a claim, stomping their foot into the ground and say, hey, we might not have played and qualified, but we'll show you why we should be here. Likes of Golovin, the likes of Denis Cherchev, the likes of Zuba, the likes of Smolov have really stepped into the forefront and have delivered for the Russians. So kudos to them. Congratulations to the Russians. They have gone through. The most surprising and shocking thing is that Egypt ended the 2018 World Cup campaign without a point. They lost 2-1 to Saudi Arabia in their final match. They lost to Russia 3-1 in their second match, and they lost 1-0 to Uruguay in their first match. Now, many thought that yes, Mo Salah wasn't there, so they lost to Uruguay. We're going to do better. We're going against Russia, who many thought should not have been there, so we're going to win. Russia came out firing. And yes, Mo Salah did score, but it was from the penalty spot in the 74th minute. And he was able to, yes, give them a little hope, give them a little confidence heading into about 75 minutes, knowing that they had about 15 minutes left to really show what they're made of. But that didn't happen, and they lost 3-1. So Egypt, who I thought would have gone through, did not. And then we saw the battle of Europe. We saw Spain going against Portugal. 2-2 was an exciting game. 3-3, was an exciting game. A hat-trick coming from Cristiano Ronaldo. A beautiful free kick. And also, I think the second goal that he scored, De Gea should have saved that. And De Gea has been a surprise at this tournament. I think the South Korea keeper has played better than David De Gea. Only one shot that has been on target, De Gea has saved. One. Every other shot that he has had to come into contact with has ended into the back of the net. So, De Gea needs to step up. De Gea needs to say to himself, listen, I am one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best goalkeeper in this planet. And I need to show why I'm the best goalkeeper. So, he needs to step up and he needs to go to the forefront and show them why a lot of times Mourinho has picked him for the captaincy. And so, who else impressed? Also, I thought that there was a very good bounce back from Colombia. I thought that the first match ended very, very poorly for them. They didn't defend well. They didn't cover the midfield too good. And I thought that James Rodriguez was not there to motivate the team. But James Rodriguez was back into the lineup for the second matchup against Poland. And my oh my, what a difference it made. James Rodriguez was very good on the pitch. I thought that it helped boost Quintero. Quintero was very, very good in the match against Poland, and they came out with a crucial 3-0 victory. I thought Juan Cuadrado was amazing. I thought Radamel Falcao was absolutely brilliant in front of goal. He got a goal to the good. Juan Cuadrado got a goal to the good. And Yeremina started the inspiration for the Colombians, and they did the samba dance. They did their normal, energetic celebrations, and they came out with a 3-0 victory, and also came out with a crucial 1-0 victory against Senegal, sending all African nations home. So, there have been no African nations in this round of 16. This is the first time it has happened since 1982. Since 1982, no, at least one African nation have been to the round of 16. And there's none now. None. And this is something that is troubling, because Senegal was the best qualifying African nation, you know, with the likes of Koulibaly, with the likes of Sabali, those two very sturdy and very astute defenders. Koulibaly playing for Napoli in Italy, and then we see Sabali playing for Hanover in Germany for the Bundesliga. So we saw some sturdy and astute defenders, and they didn't show up against Colombia today. I thought that Yeremina was absolutely free, and he got a clear header. I thought that they didn't mark him better. He's a 6'5" defender, yes, but he's very dangerous. Put a body on him. I mean, let VAR do its job. I was on the radio today with Zidane Matthews, with Sean Grant, and with Garfield, and they said that they should have put a body on him. At least put a body on him. Allow VAR to do its job. Yes, it might be a penalty, but at least you didn't give him a free header. Put a body on him, body him. Make sure that it is something that you yourself can prevent. They didn't prevent that, and sorry to say that Colombia, they came out with a crucial 1-0 victory. The first time since 1982 where there isn't at least one African nation in the round of 16. So those are the matches, the results, and the matchups that will happen. So just to give you a quick recap, who came out of their group? Group A, Russia and Uruguay. Russia second, Uruguay first. Then Group B, we see Spain came out first. We see Portugal coming out second. Winsome Harris says watching, and then says surprise, bad. So, sorry about that. Group B, we see Spain, España coming out first, and then Uruguay coming out second. And then Group C, we see France, Le Bleu, Didier Deschamps' team, and then we see Denmark coming out of the group stages. Then Group D, we see Croatia and Argentina coming out of that group. Then Group E, we see the Samba team Brazil from CONMEBOL, the first team to play and qualify for the World Cup. They came out first, and then Switzerland came out second with a crucial 2-2 draw with Costa Rica in their last matchup. Then Group F, we see the likes of Sweden coming out of that group, and then we have Mexico coming out of that group in second place. Then we have Group G and Group H that was decided today. Colombia, they came out first out of Group H, and Japan came out second of Group H. And then third and final, then that was Group H. Group G, we saw England coming out second and Belgium coming out first. So the matchups will happen like this. The first of every group will be battling against the second place of the group beside them. So, for example, for instance, because Uruguay come out first of their group, they came out first of their group. Now they will play Portugal because Portugal was second from Group B, which was beside of them. So the matchups go as follows. Uruguay will face Portugal. And then you're getting better and better, Chris. Should invite more people. Yes, mother dearest, I'm trying to do that to get more persons in the live to get their take on what has happened today. I see a lot of persons buying their Argentina frame. I see a lot of persons expressing their love for their team with Brazil frames as well, Germany frames, but I really want you guys to come in, give your opinions, and and watch and see what happens. So I'm gonna give the matchups again. So Uruguay, they will face off against Portugal because they're first in their group and Portugal was second. So that means that Russia, who is second in Group A, they will face off against Spain. Then Group C, first, which is France, they will face off against Argentina because Argentina was second of Group D. That means that Denmark will face off against Croatia because Croatia was first of Group D and Denmark was second of Group C. Then Brazil, they will face off against Mexico because Brazil was first of Group E and Mexico was second of Group F. And then that means that Sweden, who was very impressive, I think, emphatic 3-0 victory against Mexico. Mexico nearly dropped out, but they survived. They will face off against Switzerland. So Switzerland, because they were second, they will face off against first up Group F, which is Sweden. Then Belgium, they will face off against Japan because Belgium won today, 9 points. That could be accumulated. They accumulated all 9, 3 matches, 3 wins. Emphatic win against England. Their B team beat England's B team. So what does that say? But I will go on. That is for Saturday. Thank you so much, Uncle David, for coming in. You're late, Uncle Dave. Come on, man. Come on. So I will go over it again because somebody just came into the live. So Russia, they will face off against Spain because Russia was second in the group and Spain was first in their group. Then Uruguay, they will face off against Portugal because Portugal was second in their group and Uruguay was first in theirs. Then Group C, France will play Argentina because Argentina was second in their group, Group D, and France was first. So Denmark will face off against Croatia because Croatia was first in Group D and Denmark was second in Group C. Then Brazil, who came out first of their group, they will face off against Mexico, who came second of Group F. So first of Group E will face second of Group F. So Mexico will face Brazil. And that means that Switzerland will face off against Sweden in the round of 16. And then the groups that were finalized today, which was Group G and Group H, Belgium, who came out first of their group after a 1-0 win. A strike from Adnan Januzaj, beautiful strike, skill setup, open shot, goal. Pickford could not get that beautiful curl off the ball. Belgium, who came out first of Group G, they will face off against Japan because Japan came out second of Group H. And then England, the Three Lions, who got 6 points out of a possible 9 points. They came out second of the group. They will face off against Colombia. Colombia getting a crucial 1-0 victory over Senegal. The first time that at least one team hasn't made it to the round of 16 from Africa since 1982. Yes. Very long, 24 years, 6 World Cups straight. They have had one team at least that have gone to the round of 16. They don't have any today. So that is the matchups that will be happening in the round of 16. Tune into Saturday at 9 o'clock when France, they will take on Argentina. And that is supposed to be a matchup to remember. If Argentina come to the party, I think that France will have some trouble because, yes, even though they have the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Lotin, and they have Antoine Griezmann, they cannot take this team lightly. Banega has performed really well, extremely well in the Nigeria match. I thought Messi now is getting settled. I think that he will play a very good match on Saturday against France. So France better watch out. He has speed, he has skill, and he will take the shot from anywhere and score. We saw that in Barcelona. We see that sometimes with Argentina. Now he needs to bring it to the show of shows, the World Cup. So that is my review show. I gave the results. I'm going to give them again because Uncle David just came onto the live. Japan, they lost to Poland by 1-0, and then Senegal lost to Colombia by 1-0. A goal from Jan Bednarak for Poland gave them a 1-0 victory. They will leave the contest with 3 points, and then Colombia sent Senegal home. They got a header from Yarimina in the 35th minute, and that sent Senegal home. The first time since 1982 when no African nation is going to the round of 16. And then Tunisia faced Panama. Panama scored first, but then Tunisia through Ben Youssef and also Kazi, they came out with a crucial 2-1 victory, Tunisia. And then Belgium, through an important and beautiful strike by Adnan Januzaj, they came out with a 1-0 victory. Thank you so much, David Mitchell. Thank you so much, Mommy Dearest. David Mitchell, big up yourself. This is the first time you're coming onto the live, and I thank you so much, and also your comments. So I'm going to read over the comments. This is good, Chris. Thanks for the review. Big up yourself, David. Watching, surprised body. Yes, I know you're surprised, Mother Dearest. And then you're getting better and better, Chris. You should invite more people. I am. But you know, some people are busy, but they will get on to the live. They will see the live later as well. I will be sharing this. Also, I will attempt to download this live and post it to YouTube so you can view it as well on YouTube once I download it, and I will be alerting you when it's on YouTube so you can view it at a better time. And then we saw Uncle David joining the live, and then he says blessings. So thank you so much. This has been the 2018 World Cup review. Stick around. There will not be no matches on Friday. Sorry, there will be matches on Saturday, so I will be doing the World Cup review on Saturday. I will not be talking about who comes first in the group. I will not be talking about who comes second in a group, because this is the knockout stages. Those have been decided. So the round of 16 will start Saturday at 9 o'clock when France faces Argentina.